We've seen inquiries on the web in many places about whether businesses are using the Linux operating system as a primary platform within their business. This video will address that question, as our corporation has used the free open source Linux operating system with a local network delivering secure applications for nearly 4 years. Some of the processes through the system include an intranet-based time clock for employee time records, GNU Cache for accounting purposes, payroll-related accounting using GNU Cache and LibreOffice Calc spreadsheets to produce filtered reports and pay stubs, as well as common desktop software to perform day-to-day tasks, such as this video. This is not a how-to video, but rather a presentation highlighting what is possible to create within a business using Linux. Specifically, this presentation will discuss the creation of a point-of-service application using various accumulated skills and a Linux Mint system, a MySQL relational database, and common open source software like LibreOffice. Our business goals for the project included control and limit recurring expenses, maintain IT security, minimize vaporware online services, own our business's data, protect customer data from online sharing through third-party services. The specific goal for the project was to create a powerful, efficient, and professional level of point-of-service application using free open source MySQL, LibreOffice Base as a window to interact with the MySQL database, and use LibreOffice Calc form for the customer invoicing system. The tasks included transforming, merging, and migrating existing data from the now defunct desktop version of RepairShop Pro and previously abandoned Autodata application service databases. RepairShop Pro used a Microsoft TSQL database, and Autodata used the older DBase, DBF format databases. We called this project AutoPOS, not to be confused with a POS Auto. This POS could be used for any business that charges labor and parts for customer services. We hope this presentation stirs your creativity towards exploring alternate solutions to the vaporware services, to become reasonably self-sufficient within the business, and to encourage people to increase their skills through their own discipline. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about the AutoPOS database. I wanted to remind you that this presentation is not a how-to create the AutoPOS or how we created it or guidance towards you creating one. It is basically just something to show you what is possible for a small business to be able to use free and open source programs and applications to enhance their business services without having to pay a lot of money for vapor services online. The MySQL database that we used, we have prioritization given towards simplicity. There's 4 basic tables. 2 basic tables just for the service invoice. The other 2 are main support tables. There's a single service record table which has most of the invoice information, the customer information, the vehicle information, the actual sales transaction that occurred. There's an invoicing table that has the tasks and the actual costs and subtotals within the service invoice itself. There's a contact book that we have created to help us pull the customer information in from existing records. We extracted, transformed, and merged information from both the RepairShop Pro and the Autodata databases, which gave us over 16,000 records, so that we could add them into our AutoPOS system in a nice uniform way. There's a parts table that we use for making sure that our inventory is being kept track of. As we go through and do the service invoice, we can see how many we have of a part before we sell it to the customer, and make sure we have actually 10 quarts of Mobile One oil, if that's what they wanted. You know, if we're short, we sell them 10 quarts, but then we turn around, we only have 8 sitting on a shelf. That's a problem, so to speak. So the actual parts table helps us with invoicing and making sure that we have parts. It also helps us during the actual service invoice process itself, which we're going to show you. Other small service tables are also used to support the forms. We also prioritize using MySQL stored procedures. It gives quicker database matching of records. It's quicker to have the work being done within the database by MySQL itself versus LibreOffice. LibreOffice can run processes and queries and stuff, but then it's using the processes in a place that we really don't want it to happen. It's better to have it happen on the back end, which is much quicker. So there's less demand on LibreOffice base. Multiple steps are preferred for processing of data. So, if I use the macro, basically those are single step processes when it interacts with the MySQL. We are actually using LibreOffice base to have a direct link, not an ODBC link, with the MySQL database. So it is direct, but we want the MySQL stored procedures to actually handle the multi-step processes. In short, to run macros with the way LibreOffice base interacts with MySQL, I may have to have 10 buttons to run processing, whereas if I use the call procedure, I can have one button versus 10. And I push that one button and it goes through and does all 10 of those things that need to be done in the correct order that I would like them to be done. So basic macros are used within the LibreOffice to call the MySQL stored procedures. And with that, I thought what we'd do is take a little glimpse at the actual database itself. So I'm going to use MySQL Workbench, a very nice program to be able to interact with my MySQL database. I'm actually going to log in as root. You can see all the different databases. It gives you a little bit bigger picture. So these are all the databases over here on the left, and you can see AutoPOS is the main database that is being used as it's darker. The AutoPOS system was developed, and then immediately as soon as we were done, after it was built, we saved a copy. And this is the actual copy over here. So this is as it was right after we got done. And this is our backup. And you can see there was actually, as soon as we got done, we also made backup tables of the 4 primary tables. So we have some redundant copies here of the AutoPOS build right after we built it. If I go through and take a look at the actual AutoPOS database, you can see it's missing quite a few other tables. That's because these other tables that were missing were the RSP. See the RSP in here? Repair Shop Pro database table extracts are in here, and as well as the auto data that we have up in here. Those are not needed in the actual running of the AutoPOS program, so the AutoPOS database has those removed. But as I said, there's 15 to 20 tables here. As you can see, it's fairly simple. And we have stored procedures right here. And I'm going to go through and show you just basically what a stored procedure looks like. This is a stored procedure right here that we use. And this one has one step here. It has a second step here. It has a third step here. And of course, there's a fourth step here to clean up the work that it did. So in a nutshell, that's our actual MySQL database that we are using, and we hope that you enjoyed seeing that.